Hello everyone, my name is Zaire and I'm an introspective ambient poet, writer, author, filmmaker, director, and creative in general. My goal is to make you feel seen, heard, and validated because I felt what it was like to be devoid of those things and I don't want anybody else to feel like that. Before we get started, I'd like to encourage you to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll put it somewhere here, somewhere. And also follow my social medias. I have my TikTok here and my Instagram here. And all of my poetry books, short films, everything are listed in the description of this video and also on my website here. And all my short films are literally on the YouTube channel that you're on right now, and you should go watch them. I'll put one up like right here. I kind of wanted to talk about something that's been bothering me a lot lately, especially because I started my new job. It's a 9 to 5 corporate environment, and it's very good money. I feel like a lot of people that graduated college are very lucky to get a job as fast as I did, mostly because I was in like a lot of programs when I was in middle school and high school, and that kind of jump started me to get to here and to be making 6 figures like right out of college. Like I don't think it was even a full month that I've gotten out of college, and where I had my internship at, they hired me. But I just want to talk about my experience with that. Working a full time job, 9 to 5. I don't work 9 to 5, but that's what it is, right? It's a 9 to 5. You're working 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. So working a full time job while also being a aspiring creative, right? Somebody who wants to have passive income, who wants to make money based off of the things they create. They want to essentially just be self-employed, right? So like have social medias going, have like their products going. Like for me, it's like my books. I have my postcards. I have the social medias I'm building now. I just wanted to talk about like how that dynamic can shift when you really do start working a full-time job. At least a job that is ideal for your career path and how long you've been in school. So, to basically let you guys know what I do, I started last week as an entry level hardware test engineer. And it's basically like basically what I do is I test the mainframes before clients buy them, right? So, like, a mainframe is something that we use to, like, process like lots of transactions. So like for example, like banks, they use mainframes, or more so they buy mainframes to kind of rent out. Um, so like that's pretty much a general idea of what I do. So that in itself is a very stressful job. Even though I've just started it, it has been like information overload to the point where last week I started getting these headaches. I thought they were migraines, but I went to the doctor and he was like, "No, these are tension headaches." Um, and it makes sense because I didn't have any of the symptoms really for the migraines, except just like a lot of pain on one side, but it wasn't inhibiting my daily life in any way, and there was no nausea or vomiting or anything like that. So starting this job was very stressful. It was a very difficult life change for me. I couldn't stay up all day or all day. I couldn't stay up all night, you know, working, creating films or like writing or like stressing about my career and or like playing a game or something. I couldn't do that anymore. I actually had to go to bed on time. And I think it's just like a lot of things that I wasn't considering that could have been contributing to my mental fatigue. Like, for example, like checking out the prescription of my glasses, reducing screen time, and also just being realistic about my social media and writing careers. Because like I stress about it a lot. I put a lot of time into it, and then putting basically, I don't know, a hell of a lot of time into actually working. No, not actually working. Putting a hell of a lot of time into working another job because what I'm doing right now is basically a job, and then my full-time job is a job. So it's like having two and a half jobs. And my body was just not ready for that shift. And I don't know if people talk about that, like the stress that can come from trying to be a creative, or like just like start like a side hustle or like a entrepreneur business basically on top of having a regular job. I'm sure they do, but this is my experience. So it is very stressful, and you do have to figure out how to manage your time, because I don't have the entire day to do whatever I need to do anymore. I only have like what? Because I don't really work 8 hours a day. I usually get out a little bit early, at least right now. So like I only have like what, 6 or 7 hours to do everything that I need to do, in terms of like cooking or like hobbies, writing career, whatever. That's literally all I have left. It is scary for me to be doing this. Like, it's crazy because everything that I said I was going to do, I did, right? I said that I have to keep this internship, I have to stay in school so I can get a good paying job at the end of it. And so that my internship with the place where I was working, they can hire me full time. I have to do well, and I have to stick to this, and I'm going to get it. That's been my main thing. There is no plan B, especially with this, what I'm doing right now. There is no plan B. This will work. It has to work, right? And it has worked so far. But the full time job part has been really killing me, because it makes me feel like I'm a part of the machine, even if it's just temporary. And that just really bothers the hell out of me. Like, seeing all these older people, and just people that make me feel like I'm going to be stuck. Like, a guy came up to me the other day and he was just like, "Oh, I've been here longer than you've been alive." And I'm like, "Oh my God, help me." Like, that did not feel good. That wasn't cute. That wasn't cool. And he didn't mean anything by it. He has no idea, right? He has no idea. But stuff like that, it just really kind of lights that fire under me even more, because it's like, yeah, like I don't want this to be my life. Like, in my head, I had to give myself a date that I'm going to leave this job, because if I didn't, it would just keep that narrative alive in my head that work is never ending until you basically are old. And that's kind of how it is, right? Like, that's why you have all these retirement benefits and stuff like that. It's like you're expected to be there until you can't work anymore, or until you hit that retiring age, like 65. And I'm like, hell fucking no, absolutely not. No, no, no. I refuse to have to be 60 plus years old to enjoy my wealth. I absolutely refuse. And my thing is, I've never been like, oh, I don't want to work anymore. It's always been like, I want to work for myself, do something that I find meaningful to me, and that involves like community and like other people. That's what I want. I don't want it to be a thing where I'm giving my life force away to this giant corporation that honestly couldn't give a fuck if I dropped dead tomorrow. Like, for real. Like, they will find somebody else to replace me, and then business will be as usual. People might be sad for a little bit at work or whatever, but they will get over it. And that's just how it is. So it's hard. It's hard not wanting to do something and still kind of being forced into it, right? Because I need stability right now. I can't just quit this job, because I feel like I'm still a baby in terms of like my career. Like, I've been doing like social media and like writing and stuff for like, I think maybe like 2 years, which is very early, in my career. And I need this. Also, I have to move, you know. It's not like a thing, it is a thing of like, oh, I want to move, but it's also a thing of I have to move because of where we live. We can't make over a certain amount, or you know, we gotta go. And I'm the one that's pushing us over that limit, making six figures living here. So that's also been another thing. Um, and I don't know, it's just a lot coming at me at once. And I did plan like my vacation, or I guess one of my vacations, to Dublin actually. And I plan to do like a whole vlogging thing. I'm gonna buy a vlogging camera and just try to see how that goes, because I'm gonna be solo, and I feel like that'll be a good experience for me, learning how to be by myself, especially with traveling. So there's a lot of changes that are going to be happening in my life, and I'm honestly not really ready for them, but I'm pushing myself to do them anyway. I really just want to focus on becoming the person that I want to be, and that's somebody who is, you know, financially independent, has multiple streams of income, somebody who has a strong sense of community and a strong sense of morality, somebody that's creating things and contributing to the world and is being celebrated in a meaningful way by themselves and others. So I'm out here surviving, you know. This is not easy. This goes against everything that I stand for, like working a 9 to 5, because I feel like it's so easy to get comfortable and stay in that trap. And that's just constantly around me every day. People telling me, like, oh yeah, I've been here for, 5 years. Oh yeah, I've been here for, 40 years. And it's just like, dude, I'm not trying to hear that shit. And that's no shade to them, but it's like, oh my gosh, it's literally repellent to me. Like, that makes me think, like, run for the hills. Every time I hear that, run for the hills. But that's all I had. This is kind of like a venting session of just where I am right now, what I'm doing, and where I want to be. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, do all of those things, because I want you here, and obviously you want to be here if you're here right now. Also, I'd appreciate it if you gave me a follow on my social medias. I also have all of my poetry books listed in the description of this video and also on my website right here. My name is Zaire, and that is all I had for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.